Hi everyone, I'm Tanaz from foreverconscious.com and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week of May 16th. So let's just go back and take a little look at what happened last week. Last week we had the Taurus new moon. This opened a gateway into eclipse season, and then a couple of days after that new moon we had Jupiter, who has been in Aquarius, in the air sign of Aquarius. Jupiter moved into the water sign of Pisces. So all of that energy combined could have really stirred some emotions. Maybe you have been feeling a little more emotional. The new moon opening that doorway into eclipse season being a time of transformation, of renewal, and also clearing, which is a big theme for this eclipse. A need to sort of clear out and release. And then a couple of days later, having this very strong Pisces energy being activated. Jupiter is kind of like an amplifier. And as it first moves into Pisces, we're really getting an amplification of that watery Piscean energy, which can also highlight our emotions and highlight our sensitivities and those deeper feelings. We may have felt those, intense emotions or deep-rooted feelings or things from our past, emotions from our past coming up to the surface for some air, for some release, for some space. Maybe we have needed to breathe into them, or maybe we're working on releasing them. But all of that could have come up for us last week with these kind of back-to-back energies. We'll still kind of be working with those themes as we start off this week, and that is because as Jupiter sort of first gets into Pisces, we tend to feel this energy shift strongly. Jupiter will be in Pisces until July 28th, so we have a couple of months to work with this energy, but we'll be feeling it most strongly right now. And so we could still feel those emotions coming up. Also, on another side of Jupiter in Pisces, it can also be a very spiritual, a very intuitive energy. So maybe if you're not feeling those emotions and you've got some space for, intuitive work, spiritual work, that is really supported by the Jupiter Pisces energies as well. And that's with us all this week, especially now, especially in this first part, because as the energy is fresh, we can kind of harness it a little bit more sort of easily. This week, we also have Mercury slowing down, preparing to go retrograde. Mercury will not go retrograde until the end of the month on May 29th. So we still have some time before that officially happens. But Mercury will just start slowing down. And when that happens, we're kind of also invited to slow down a little bit. The energy, the cosmic energies flowing in can also kind of slow in their speed. And that can kind of give us time to digest, to reflect, to kind of just be with whatever is coming up for us. Also this week, we have the Pleiades portal. So what is that? The Pleiades is like a constellation. It's 7 stars. There is so much myth and, mystery and story around the Pleiades. And in astrology, at this time of year, as the sun is getting ready to kind of move out of Taurus into Gemini, which also happens this week, we get this activation of Palladian energy, and that is because the sun will align with the Pleiades, and that's what I call the Pleiades portal. So if we think of this for a minute, the sun is aligning with the Pleiades. The Pleiades in astrology, it's kind of two ways to look at the Pleiades. The astrological way, or in astrology, the Pleiades are kind of, they have a reputation of being aligned with grief and death, that process of death and rebirth and renewal, which kind of seems very on trend considering that we're in eclipse season. But there's a power with that energy too. It is through grief and hardship and loss that we can rise into a higher power, into a deeper state of acknowledgement, into a more compassionate place of wisdom. And all of that can kind of be encapsulated in that Palladian energy. And it's something, if you're working with that now, if you're working with grief, with loss, with any of those deeper, heavier emotions, emotions, this energy can really help you to tap into that place of power. It's not easy, and sometimes you need that magic dimension of time to just allow things to flow and allow time to take over. But there is that energy on offer if you are needing it and looking for it. The Pleiades is also, the energy is also a wonderful time to honor the cycles of death and rebirth, honor your loved ones past, honor the things that have fallen away and how you have overcome it, how you are still standing here today. Even just watching this video, learning, growing, all of that is really supported by this energy. On the other side with the Pleiades are also believed to be home to an advanced alien race, an advanced being. And I know many of you probably watching this feel very, very connected to the Pleiades and perhaps feel it is your original star home or your original star origins are from the Pleiades. The Pleiades is a very high frequency, high vibing energy. The beings on Pleiades are more spiritually advanced than we are on Earth typically. And so this energy of the sun aligning with the Pleiades opens up this portal, helping us to connect with these high frequency energies. And also, if you're open to it, connecting with the beings from the Pleiades as well, getting downloads, receiving transmissions. If you do feel very connected to this place in our cosmic universe, opening yourself up and seeing how you can channel some of this beautiful purple light that will flow down onto Earth and into our bodies under this portal. So if you want to read more about that and get a better understanding of this energy, I will drop a link below about the Pleiades portal. That is active, or most active, I would say, probably on the 20th, 21st. However, we should really be feeling it from the 16th to the 24th. It's kind of like a peak of energy, and then it kind of slowly dissipates. So we can feel that peak rising as early as about the 16th, 17th. It peaks on the 20th, 21st, and then it'll kind of be faded and a little bit harder to tap into after we get past the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. It'll kind of begin fading. So beautiful energies there, but that can also activate some of this deeper emotional energy work. So if you're feeling that, just know that it's supportive, but it can also help to really dig deep, to really open up those heart chakras and, welcome in this sort of heart-led energy. Also, a good reminder here, if you are feeling that kind of emotional energy, or even if you're not, this energy that we have collectively is really great for shifting out of our mind into our heart and really learning to kind of clear that mental clutter, clear the noise of the mind, and get into that still place of the heart. And this is also supported by the fact that we have Mercury slowing down, preparing to go retrograde at the end of the month, and also the sun moving into Gemini, and this happens on the 20th, 21st. The sun will move out of that earthy Taurus into that air sign of Gemini. And Gemini is all about communication, especially communicating from a place of true authenticity. And so connecting with our true authentic voice really requires us to be silent, to be still, and to listen to that, still voice that lives behind the chatter of our monkey mind. So that energy is really supported for us as well. We're heading into a new sign of the zodiac, Gemini. Gemini is ruled by the twins, and it's a sort of an interesting story, but one twin is mortal and from this world, and the other twin is immortal, not from this world. And I think Gemini season is a really awesome time to kind of make peace with both of those sides, sort of our human and our being sides, our spiritual being, and then our human 3D physical selves. It's a good time to kind of make peace with both of those parts of who we are, to find balance and to honor each one of these twins that we kind of all are. And that's regardless of your own sign. We can all connect and tap into this Gemini energy as the sun shifts into Gemini. All right, so I know that is a lot. There is a lot going on. Things kind of get a little bit busier even as we move through Gemini season. We'll have that big eclipse that I keep talking about. It's a blood moon eclipse on May 26th. Then before that, we'll also have Saturn going retrograde. We'll have Mercury going retrograde on the 29th after that eclipse. So we've got a couple of retrogrades going on coming up. We've got this big eclipse coming up. So definitely shifts in energy. Retrograde energy slows things down. The eclipse will kind of intensify things. So we're kind of getting this slowing, intensifying energy so we can really narrow down, hone in on where we're at, wherever you're at, so you can kind of make that leap into that next stage of your conscious evolution, because that's kind of what these energies are here for. Especially eclipses, they signal quantum jumps or bridges into higher states of consciousness. And so as we move through this eclipse time, we are walking that bridge into a higher, more elevated state of consciousness. Okay, I hope that's helpful. You can join me for more info on pretty much everything I've spoken about here at foreverconscious.com. You can also get regular daily updates, almost daily updates on my Instagram. Just search for Forever Conscious. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And just a reminder as well, my book, The Ultimate Guide to Astrology, is available for order now. Ship dates vary worldwide. It is available worldwide. It should be available at your local bookstores. Check your Amazon, Booktopia, Book Depository, all of those big book retail sites. It should be on there, so check that out. I'll drop some links below, links to the website, links to the Pleiades portal, and to the book if you're interested. Okay, I'm Tanaz from foreverconscious.com. Thank you so much.